Alrighty guys, so we've gone through, made the Upwork job post. Hopefully we've been able to shortlist people and send over the test message where they're essentially going to make you a 10 to 15 second sample so you can test who's best. Now pretty much we're going to pick things up after they've all sent their files back. You've been able to categorize, all right, who's the winner, who's the losers. You should really whittle things down to 1 to 2 people, maybe even 3 people that have done a really good job. So from here, we actually want to schedule a meeting with them. That's really going to be the deciding factor in terms of who we go with. Alrighty, over here in the master doc, we've got comms, payment, and management. Step number 1, schedule a meeting. Click on that link and you'll take you to the exact message to send them. Hey name, thanks very much for completing the sample edit. You did very well. I've shortlisted the candidates down to you and 1 other editor. I'd like to set up a quick interview with you to chat more about the job role and make my final decision. Can you please book in a call on my schedule? Now, how do we actually do this? Big word of warning. Do not send through a Calendly link on Upwork. You will get banned immediately. Instead, Upwork makes it relatively simple to go through and schedule in a meeting. You'll need to do a couple things. So let's say we're now in the messages section, okay? We normally start off with here in the dashboard, but again, after we've messaged a bunch of people, we want to see who's responded, go to the messages, bang, 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 bang. Cool. So let's take this guy right here. Let's say we want to schedule in a meeting with him. He did really well on the sample video. Great. We want to go up here to schedule a meeting. Now, a few things we want to do is edit our availability first off. So we're going to go through, change this to whatever time zone you're in, whatever times you're available, block out the ones that aren't suitable. Cool, cool, cool. Click next. Then we want to go manage calendars. Sign in with your Google Calendar. This way, it's not only going to read what time slots you have available based on your calendar. So if you do this right, they're not going to double book over any current events you have on your Google Calendar or Microsoft Calendar, but also you'll get notifications when they've actually booked in, right? If you have your notifications set up on your Google Calendar. So sign in, connect up your account. When that's all done, then exactly what we're going to do is this. We're going to go down here, copy and paste this message. We say, can you please book in a call on my schedule? Copy and paste. We'd send this to him. Straight after that, then we would send this because we want to set the availability. So meeting duration will be 15 minutes and then bang, we would send it. So it will be essentially a link for them to click on. They can book in a 15-minute meeting based on the availability that you have, right? Easy as. After that, you do that with literally everybody. You'll book in a bunch of your calls. Hopefully you'll be notified. Otherwise, just keep checking Upwork every now and then. And then cool, you attend those interviews. These are the list of interview questions, okay? You don't have to ask all of these, but these will just give you a good grasp on who's going to be the best fit for your team. We don't just want to hire anyone. We want to hire people that are not only driven, but they have the capacity. Those are the main 2 things that we're looking for. Some people, they got a lot of drive. Oh yeah, I really want to do it. But then they literally can't. Like they just don't have the capacity because they're dealing with other projects or they're busy with other things. Maybe they're a uni student, they're full time. They only have a little bit of time for work. You want to gauge those 2 things most importantly. And so we ask questions like, what do you like to do in your free time? Just to gain an understanding of, do they even have free time? If they're doing Netflix, cool, they have time. If they're gaming, they definitely have time. What's your capacity like for extra work? What other projects are you working on at the moment, right? What editing software do you use? If you've managed to gain someone that uses a high-level editing software like Premiere Pro, for example, and they are doing it for a very cheap price, well, fantastic. They're going to be a great fit. You also want to take this opportunity to clarify the job rate. So to make this easy, I've added in a couple questions for you guys. So this is after you walk through a few of these, you confirmed they have the right capacity, they want to start now. Then we want to pretty much set up this question the right way. If you just go straight up and ask, cool, so how long is it going to take you to edit each video? They'll be like, oh, it could be 2 hours. Then it's essentially going to be double the rate. If you're paying $5 an hour or $10 an hour, they're going to do double the rate. So we want to set this up to be able to get the best result in your favor. All right? I'm playing chess here. So instead, we're going to ask this first. Look, I post a lot of content, man, and time is of the essence for me. I want to make sure that if you're doing these edits, we're not spending way too long on it because it's going to delay my process. How long would it actually take you to edit a 30 to 45 second video for me? Now, because we've framed it the right way, they're going to tell us the shortest amount of time possible, which also means the least amount of money that we have to spend on these edits, right? I know I might sound a little sad, a little manipulative, whatever, playing chess. If you want to pay them double, right? I'm just telling you, right? Then after that, again, they're going to tell us the shortest time. Then we're like, cool. So just to clarify, I want to make sure we're on the same page. So your edit is $5 per hour. It was going to take you around an hour to make each video. So that means I'll pay you essentially $5 per video. Is that correct? You cool with that? Yeah, man, that sounds great. Awesome, man. Let's do it. That's it. So out of the maybe 2 or 3 people that you are shortlisting for an interview, whoever's giving you the best responses here, they agree to the rate, everything's all good, go for it. One caveat. If you find someone who's genuinely amazing, like they're really solid, but they're a little bit more, maybe they're $15 an hour, you can incentivize them and say, hey, listen, man, my budget right now, I'm limited to $10 an hour, so $10 a video. But if these get over a certain amount of views or they get over a certain metric, then I can give you a bonus, right? So you want to do it like that. Maybe if you're optimizing for watch time, because again, we're using a boosting strategy, so the views are going to be high no matter what. But you could say, look, man, I'm running boost to it. On average, they might get 10,000 views. If this one gets 50,000 views, then cool. I'll pay you a bonus. I'll pay you an extra $10. Cool. And again, the way that works, you guys will see with the boosting strategy, just because you might spend, $3 a day on 2 different reels, they will get different results. Why is there balloons? Anyways, they will get different results. They won't get the same amount of views because you're spending the same amount of money. It's all to do with the CPM, right? Which I'll explain later. But some videos, if they're done really well, if the editing is really, really good and the video is engaging enough, even though you're spending the same amount on it, one will do much better. So you can have it like that and say, cool, well, my baseline views are 10,000 when I spend on boosting. But if you can get them to 20,000 or 30,000, I'll give you a bonus. I'll pay you double. That's one way. You can also do it based on watch time. So when you're analyzing your content through Instagram, you can go through and look at the insights and it will tell you what the average watch time is. You can say, cool, right now, when I'm editing the videos by myself, the average watch time is like 10 seconds. If you can get it to 15 seconds, that means your edits are really good. We're doing retention-based editing, then great, I'll give you a bonus. So you can structure like that. If you find a real killer, they're absolutely G, you want them on your team, but you can't pay $15, then cool. Do a bonus structure that really does help. So those are the interview questions, right? You're going to come away with an absolute G. So let's say we've done all this. Now we're actually ready to bring them on board. Now this is really important. Remember, you are interviewing maybe 2 or 3 different people. You're not going to be able to determine if they're the best person right off the rip. You're going to be interviewing a few people. You don't want them to get off the call without another point of contact. You don't want to keep your communication on Upwork. Upwork is so sensitive. You can't send through Calendly links. You can't ask for the email. You need this stuff to manage a team. We need to move communication over to Discord ASAP. And if you ask them, hey, what's your Discord? What's your WhatsApp? You will get flagged. So how do we be sneaky about this? Again, on the interview call, you won't know whether or not they're going to pass or not. So no matter what, ask them to give you their Discord username on the call and immediately add them on the call, add them on Discord, move comms to Discord straight away. Okay? If they don't have a Discord account, get them to create one on the call. Immediately add them on Discord, send them a message. That way you've built communications off of the Upwork platform. Additionally, you want to discuss payment details. This is mainly, after you've kind of brought them over to Discord, you've determined who the winner is, then you can discuss payment details. Highly recommend you do payment through Wise. Lower fees for you. The actual editor gets more of their money. Wise is the best thing. Upwork is absolutely brutal. They will charge you through the nose in fees to pay someone, and they also take 10 to 20% of the people that are getting paid. So it's a win-win for everyone. Sign up using my code here, totally free, and get your editor to also make a Wise account as well. If they don't have Wise, you can maybe pay through PayPal. If they really insist on Upwork, but they're a great editor, they're worth it, then do it. But protocol here, get everyone on Discord, right? They're worth getting on Discord. It's only going to be 2 or 3 people. And then when you found the winner, discuss payment details. Okay, you don't want to discuss these payment details on on Upwork. Again, you'll get banned. All right, so that's the meeting structure, the interview stuff. Comms, move to Discord, payment as well. But the project management stuff is really important as well. Now, I'll show you guys pretty soon. We will be giving you guys essentially a project management dashboard through through Notion. I'll actually show you it now. So it'll look something like this. On one hand, you've got the ideation and scripting. You guys can go through, have all of your ideas in one spot. You can also have the awaiting filming. So this is your task list, right? What you are planning to film soon on a week or on a weekend. And then awaiting edits. This is also for your editor to have oversight of, like, cool, I need you to do this. What's the status on it? And then we're also going to have a column in here saying currently editing or in the pipeline, in the project, whatever. And then cool, ready for posting. Now, the cool thing about all these, when it's ready for posting, you can go through, select the posting date, when you're going to post it, and that will update onto the content calendar. This is also linked to your Google Calendar as well, or you can unlink it. You can just have it here. So you have essentially a 30,000 foot view of what's going on. So this eventually will be the kind of the project management dashboard that we give you guys. Right now though, honestly, the simplest and the best one is just to use Google Drives. So this is what I've done for ages. I'll walk you through exactly what my setup looks like. You guys can lay this out whichever way you want. From my experience, it's just the easiest way to do this. This is going to tie you guys over completely fine until we release the new dashboard. But I'll walk you through exactly what the setup looks like. So you want to go into Google Drive and make a series of new folders. Right here, I just made a big general Reels folder. And then you want to do the month. So let's say it's January. Of course, we're going to do January. And then we got like week 1, for example. And you do week 2, week 3, XYZ. Inside of that, so you can see here, the month, the week number. Then you want to create a few folders within that as well. I've got drafts and final. That's what I recommend for you guys. So drafts, final, and assets, right? Assets is pretty much, I've had it here in the brackets. Any B-roll that you need for your content if you do B-roll based content. The transcripts if you're doing talking head content. The transcripts are really good because it makes your editor's job way easier. It also reduces the time that they're spending editing, which reduces the cost. So how do you get the transcripts? Pretty much if you're doing the talking head content and you script everything out line by line, you'll already have the transcript that you're going to use. Otherwise, if you're using software like Descript, which is what I use, and you make the video, you upload it to Descript. Descript will automatically, maybe I can show you. Yeah, Descript will automatically show you guys the exact transcript and do it all for you. You can just copy and paste this over to a Google Doc, and then bang, you got the transcripts. The assets folder will also have things like any fonts, like custom fonts that you want to use, any sound effects. Like you guys can download custom fonts very easily. I mean, I don't know. Download free font, bold. So whatever your style is, you can go through and look whatever style you want, download it. It's free. I've literally got a bunch of custom fonts all free. I ain't paying for that shit. No way. And then bang, when you've got it, you just upload the file for the font, and then bang, your editor can just download that onto their CapCut and use that for your custom videos. Really, really easy. So that's what the assets folder will look like. Now, when you've got that, essentially the protocol, if we go back out, we got drafts, we got final. The protocol is this. Add your editor, and give them editor access. So the way that we do this, if we go here, we're adding them to week 1, for example, or maybe we're adding them to the whole January one. We're going to go here, down to share, and then add their email. Don't just give them access with the link because they'll have access forever. You want to add their email. Again, get their email when you're on Discord. Hey, by the way, what's your email so I can share the assets with you? Cool, it's this. Bang. Then you want to set it to edit. The reason I have viewer here is because my editor just needed to download the assets. He was uploading it in a different place. But you will go editor, so then they can add files, right? When that's all done, and you've uploaded all the relevant files to the draft section, so the draft is all of your raw files, then your editor's now got access. When they complete an edit, they will upload it to the finals. They need to notify you on Discord when a final has been completed, then you can review it. And that is pretty much the basics of the project management. Again, when we get around to building out this dashboard, it's going to be game changing for you guys. But for now, having the different Google Drives is going to be plenty. In the next video, I'm going to be walking you guys through what the training looks like. Right, pretty much after you're reviewing all these finals, how can you keep refining the skills, making sure it's exactly what you're looking to produce based on the research that you did in the personal brand blueprint. So that's the next video. That one will be quite a short one, but I'll see you guys there.